What's up, everybody? Welcome to the episode 6 of the Dream Shirt Podcast. We're here with Joshua Bejarano with Captivate streetwear brand, and let's get into it. Let's go. Do you have a website?
Yeah, Wix.
Yeah, Wix. I don't know, man.
I feel like Shopify.
No way, bro. You think Shopify shit?
No, I don't think it's shit. That's just how I felt. I was thinking, I was like, damn, like Shopify is like that's what I learned. So I felt like that's the opinion. That's how I felt. So again, I was also thinking like, I don't know, I wanted more.
Put the mic up, just
I wanted more. At the time when I was researching, it just showed me that I don't know what videos I watched
on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube though, where their opinions were like, oh yeah, I had a Shopify store, but this and that, or this was automated and this and that. Like I didn't want like a hands-on. They were more saying they didn't want a hands-on approach to their website. Really, they wanted more of a hands-off approach, and everything's more automated, and it makes the website for them. That's the look I got about Shopify when I was researching, and they told me, well, the research that I did, the Wix was more customizable in a way. Like I could more make it how I wanted it, and I don't know, just more hands-on, I guess. I wanted to be more hands-on. I wanted to be in control of everything on my website. I felt like
you did, yeah.
Like orders and everything, everything, all that. Like I already got that email. Like I said, yeah, you got the email to Shopify. I said I got the email to Wix. It's the same
I get
thing.
the notification from the Shopify app.
So that's what I said. That's it. And I got the Wix app too. I said I don't think it's too big of a difference. I just thought in my head it was the more used one.
Shopify?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me take that back though. I also have experience with Wix before. That's what made me lean towards it. I've made a website before in like high school for like a class for the same thing kind of.
Yeah.
And it just felt very easy to me at the time. And I remember I was like, if I ever make a website, I'm using Wix. And then Shopify was the only other one I was considering compared to Wix. And I was like, damn, Shopify? But I was like, damn, but Wix though, like, that's the one I know. So that's just one I felt comfortable with.
I mean, Dream Shirt Studios is WordPress.
Honestly, I saw that too, but that just scared me. That just sounded more, what's it called? More professional. Yeah, I was like, no, I'm staying away from that.
I'll be honest, it does feel, because like Shopify feels cooler.
It does. It feels like
cooler.
The new modern way to do everything.
I mean, you talk to $1 million brands, they're going to say Shopify all day.
And I feel like, yeah, like I said, I feel like it's because they want hands off. I feel like they want everyone else handle it, let me not handle it. That's how I feel. But Wix is not too different in all honesty. Like I said, I don't do too much different than what people at Shopify do.
The one thing with Shopify, the one thing that I don't like is when they give you the order list, they don't do it by product. They do it by like
order person
or like the person's name, but I have to click on every person's name to see what they ordered.
I wish I could tell you it's easier with Wix. I wish I could tell you it's not the same exact way.
Yeah,
but again, I
haven't gotten to the. Maybe I haven't looked into it enough. If you guys know how to fucking do it, please let me know.
It would definitely make it easier for me to ship my orders.
For sure.
Look every time.
If I literally got just like, hey, they got a chocolate brown Padres and black Spider-Man. Like if they told me that easily, I'd be like, say less. I can do that easy, but. So I have to click on each name and then write it down on a piece of paper. I know I'm doing it wrong. There's no way $1 million fucking brands are doing this the way I'm doing this. Because if you get like 10,000 orders, how can you even do that? How can you organize it like that?
I never related so much in my life. Because I feel the same way. But it does help sometimes.
What do you?
Like it helps sometimes like when I have like lesser orders under 20. Like it helps me package them by person, I guess. Like, oh, this person got 4 of this, but it's 3 different items. So it's like, I guess it makes it easier for me to just put it all in one group. But like, I definitely on God, I'd be looking at that shit like, bruh, I gotta click on every single one of these names right now to see what they got.
Yeah.
So it's an hassle, but there probably is a better way to sort it or something than we're doing. Because
maybe I just this is one thing that I haven't tried yet. Maybe if I click on, on Shopify, but
I'll show you mine later.
We'll probably figure it out like right now. It's like if I clicked on item, then it would go all items that are sold. I don't know.
Because I just be clicking on orders.
My pre-order ends today, so I'll have to figure it out. right now.
Tonight, yeah.
Tonight.
Right now.
So yeah. One question, obviously we talked about struggles. What do you think? What's the hardest thing about being a pro coin rounder, in your opinion?
I mean, I guess it's different for everybody.
Okay, right. What's the hardest thing? But what's your hardest thing? But then what's also your least favorite?
I really think the hardest thing, well, I say everyone's in their different stages. So me personally, in my stage, the hardest thing for me is upscaling, just scaling up, just getting to bigger than what I am now. I feel like, but then again, I still feel like I could do more at the position I am now. I feel like there is still room for me to grow and for me to get bigger in the position I am in, but I still want to, I feel like I want to skip it a little bit. I just want to skip up a little bit, which is the hard part. But I feel like that's hard for me to get is marketing and everything. Like, obviously finding your audience is hard for everybody, but finding my audience is so hard. Like, how do I go ads, I guess? I'm like, yeah, how do I promote my brand? That's like the biggest thing for me to find out. How do I get it to people that don't know me? How do I get it to people that aren't on Instagram is a crazy thing. Yeah, because I have older family members. I'm such an Instagram brand. That's what my brand is set up, Instagram. My Instagram brand.
Same.
So the older people in my family tell me, like, oh, I don't have Instagram. How can I say anything? I'm like, well, I sent you the website. But even then though, like, that's a good question. That's how do I get it to people that don't have Instagram? Or how can I get off Instagram or somewhere else, or how can I expand? I'm trying to expand.
Have you ever tried to do a pop-up?
And first pop-up, May 17th.
Oh, all right.
Captivate will be in the building. May 17th, yeah. Go to Captivate Apparel on Instagram. We just posted
where location?
Downtown LA. I don't know the exact address. It'll be downtown LA. It's a pop-up shop. Captivate will be there. J-Cap will be performing. It is a lot of vendors, food vendors, a lot of different clothing brands. Yeah. It's gonna be a first time Captivate has a pop-up, actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
So it's gonna be a big.
Is it a flea market?
It is my manager's birthday, but it's not just a birthday celebration, obviously.
It's a whole
big venue. Yeah. It's a big venue. It just so happens to be his birthday. And yeah, we're going to be like 12 plus 20 performers. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of performers, a lot of brands, a lot of the big brands. I think like, I don't even want to expose them right now because I want you to go see the list on Captivate Apparel. Go ahead. Go to my Instagram. Go see the pop-up. Go see the flyer. We posted it. Lock in.
All right, we haven't talked about the beginning, but like, let's talk about Captivate.
Yes, sir.
How long have you had Captivate?
I want to say 2022.
2022.
Because I remember my first drop. I went to that. Well, yeah, 2022. Because I did do like a family and friends. I remember at the time, such a time. I remember at the time, I'm like, because in my head, I just have big expectations for myself. You know, everybody has big expectations for themselves, big dreams, whatever. So I remember when I started, I was like, bro, my brand is going to take off from the jump. Like, I'm going to be a millionaire in like
by like 2 or 3 years.
Don't even get me started.
I know.
But that was like my idea. So I was like, before I even released it to public people, I wanted to release a family and friends version to just people that, like, literally I was just going to post it on my Instagram. And if you follow me, you're the only audience. You're the only audience I have, whoever follows me. And that was so fun. I remember I had a good paying job at that time. So I came out of pocket for that one. I was like, there's no pre-order, no nothing. I put up I think it was like $1,800 for the 70 hoodies, 60 hoodies that we made.
Damn, you did 60 hoodies for family and friends?
So again, at the beginning, I thought I was gonna blow up. Now look, because I had so many people. I didn't do too much of a hype up, but I remember in the beginning, I have a lot of family members. I'm Mexican,
yeah.
So yeah, family members. So I already had like 30 people in the family telling me, "Oh, hey, I want a hoodie. I want a hoodie. I want a hoodie.
If you make it, I'll buy it.
If you make it, I'll buy it." And then I had 20 friends on Instagram. Hey, if you make it, I'll buy it. If you make it, I'll buy it. So obviously I was like, you know what? I got the money. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna commit. I had already been doing the heat press for a little minute before that just to get the designs how I wanted it. But like again, I never gave it to somebody else. Besides my brother. My brother got like the first heat press one. That shit was hard. But
What was the design?
it was this. There was this like without the outline.
Yeah.
And it was kind of looked weird honestly without the outline. Like I'm so happy without the outline. I can't. Honestly, even stuff like that is so different. Like, I still have that hoodie. I look at it, I'm like, ugh. Like if that was my design without the outline, it just to me, it's not my brand anymore. Like I said, I just hope connected to this logo.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I remember. I'll be honest. That one drop that you did with the color like that, the puffs where it was purple, blue, red, green,
Family and friends,
bro. That I have a picture of the purple one, and I think that picture that I took of that one is like probably my top 10 of like pieces on my camera roll.
I remember.
I remember how perfect that puff looked.
I remember too. That was a great hoodie. Like I said that drop. I said people still wear that hoodie to this day. Because people, like I said, you can't get that. That was the first time and only time I did colors besides this last time that we did the other 4 colors that we just did because I wanted to try it again. Also because you told me how difficult it is, how time consuming it is. Like it's just a hassle. And I was like, also like it is paying extra. It's not cheap to also do 20 hoodies, 4 different colors, 60 hoodies, 4 different colors. So obviously I realized at that point again, like I said, I'm so happy I did the family and friends because it got me an idea for my first drop. But the family and friends that did like 60, 70 hoodies maybe actually sold like up front, maybe actually sold maybe like 40 of them, which is still very good.
That's pretty good.
But like I'm talking about like, I don't know. Yeah, I said it is pretty good. It is pretty good. I can't lie. I'm very blessed. Very blessed.
Yeah.
But
like you think you thought you were going to sell out.
sitting on 30 hoodies right now of my money hoodies. Yeah. So I don't even think I got my money back yet. Maybe I did. But I don't know if I did or not. But it was just the fact that I'm sitting on 30 hoodies. It made me feel like
a failure.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's easy to see. Like I said, now it's easy to see like, damn, 40 hoodies. So
40 hoodies for your first drop is fucking crazy.
It wasn't even the drop. Let's say just people I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. Yes. And I was thankful then, but definitely, like I said, easier to look back now. Because at that time, I was more thinking like, damn, I'm sitting on 30 hoodies. I was more thinking about the negative. Like, I'm sitting on 30 hoodies. I gotta get rid of these hoodies. How can I get rid of these hoodies? And what did I do wrong? That's what I was thinking about at the time.
I mean,
even though it was nothing.
I know we just talked about this like over there, and I feel like you're not a real clothing brand until you experience a good amount of failure.
Yeah.
Like I think you need to fail. Like if you don't, then you don't kind of like prove to yourself that you really do want it. And 2, you kind of appreciate the success way more when you had that one drop that you were like, oh man, this is gonna sell. It's gonna sell out. It's gonna be the best drop. Like, bro, with this one, I thought this was gonna sell so much. You know how many I sold? 2.
They're valuable 2 customers though.
I appreciate you too. I appreciate you guys.
They know who they are.
I know that, and I know who they are too. But like, yeah, this drop feels so much better because of that drop for sure. And I feel like.
And what's the time difference compared when you dropped that to when you dropped this?
I dropped this in, I believe, January, late January.
That's not even that long.
Nah, it's crazy.
So now,
I mean, the thing.
So now you're in the position you gotta be thankful for what you did now.
Yeah.
So you don't look back like, damn, I can't believe 8.
I feel like I kind of cheated in a way.
Or that one?
No, just my brand in general. But like at the same time, like,
hey, explain why you think you cheated and what you mean by that.
Just because I do like I put myself in the position to know so much about clothing brands with Dream Shirt Studios for the last 3 years. So it's like I know so much that I'm implementing, and I have the luxury of printing and knowing, like I printed this and sure, I'm at a loss, but I'm not at a loss as other brands that if they needed to do this, like, yeah, I'm cheating in a way, but I put myself in a position to have the advantage of,
I think it depends on
dropping, and
the view.
If I flop, it's cool.
I think it depends on the view.
It's true.
like the perspective, because yes, you put me. If I saw you now, and I was just starting, and I saw that he has his own studio and he could just mess up if he wants and go do whatever, I'll be like, yeah, he's cheating. He's cheating. I hate that guy. He's cheating. But like I said, knowing where you came from and how you got to this point, like I say, is not even if I did just start now or you just started now and this is your advantage. Like I said, it's just an advantage. It's just you just have a head start.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's say, for example,
you still, like you just said, it's so hard to be. You're not a real clothing brand. No, like everyone could do this. Like nobody's. You're not a real clothing brand yet.
yeah, still, I still have way more.
And a lot of people aren't. A lot of people aren't real clothing brands yet.
Like,
I don't think I'm a real clothing brand yet.
really, what do you think would make you feel like a real clothing brand? I mean, you are, in my opinion.
I'm just saying,
yeah.
that back. I just
Yeah,
said, like,
yeah.
In my head, I'm a real clothing brand, but in my head, talking about like brands you see at the store. I'm not a real clothing brand in that sense, or brands you see like the drops that people are dropping $4,000 for one hoodie on just to have it. Like doesn't even fit them. They're dropping $4,000 hoodie on. That's when I think I made it. But that's just like that's way in the future. As I say, that's just me not being satisfied. But yeah, when I feel like I made it, damn, I don't know. That's a tough question. Oh, okay. When I could support my life, when I could have no other income, when that could be my main source of income, and I could have no other source of income, and just that, I could live off that. I feel like I made it. I'll be that real clothing brand.
Yeah, that's a good checkpoint. It's a good like mark. Cause yeah, I agree.
When I don't have to use my job money to pay for my clothing brand, I feel like, or when exactly. When I'm financially stable with just my clothing brand, yes.
Yeah, I agree. Because I felt like Dream Street Studios wasn't real until I got my first apartment. Like until I got to a point where I can like live off of Dream Street Studios. That's where I was like, oh shit, this is real. This is actually real.
Like this is off my brand right here.
Yeah, it's so dope. It's so dope. And I feel like I encourage a lot of people to like.
So you are a real brand.
Well, I mean, Dream Street Studios.
Now we're talking about merch.
Dream Street Studios has been alive for 3.5 years. So
still so fresh, still so young.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like we take advantage of.
I know. I mean, I'm not like
we take for granted who we are.
Yeah, but I'm grateful for every little success that I had throughout the years of the way. But like, yeah, I consider for sure Dream Street Studios. It has its own soul prop. It has its own DBA. That's its own license. Like, yeah, that's what made it feel real too.
I mean, technically, yeah. I guess clothing brands are a clothing brand when you get all your licenses. I guess.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a?
No, we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to disclose the information for the fans.
Yeah. For sure.
I'll tell you later.
So, do you have anything coming up
with the brand?
I mean, obviously, you just dropped this. He's picking up today on his order, so that's why we're here.
It's fire.
But yes, I love that design. And I was printing it yesterday. I was like, this honestly looks super good. I love the white hoodies. I know those are gonna get dirty real quick, but I
was hoping there was an extra one right now so I could just throw it on for this interview. But I bought the black one, so I'll keep the black one. But the white one does look so good.
It does look good. It would have gone with.
I'm pretty sure my cousin got one, so I'll just like that.
Hey, it's my brand.
I wore it real quick. You good though? You good? But yeah, these are hard. Like I said, it was definitely a little pricier with the 2 colors in the front, 3 colors in the back.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was. I was thinking about raising my prices for that, but I didn't. But maybe next time I will. But
like it does cost more, bro.
It does cost more, but like I said, this time I just wanted to see how I did. Still trying things out. Like I said, still trying things out. But I feel like you can't be doing the same thing forever. Thinking of doing designs right now, like I said, you can't be content with where you are. Trying to get a bigger fan base, get a bigger audience.
I mean, I feel like not being content is the only way to grow.
For sure.
Like, sure, be grateful for the successes, but like, don't let yourself just like settle in that stage of like, oh, I actually sold 24 and hit that minimum for the printer. Now like some people get stuck there. I've seen it many times. People get stuck at 24.
And they're like, all right, bet. That's all I got.
And trust me, it's a good feeling. You know, let's say you drop, you should be grateful you're dropping once every 2 weeks and you're getting 24 orders on every single drop. Sure. It's a good part-time, but also it depends on how committed you are to your brand.
I say, it's perspectives. Like if that's what you want to do, if you're just like, oh, well, this is not my man, this is my hobby. Then
Yeah.
I guess that might be cool with you.
Yeah.
But if you really want to make it something, I agree. You gotta do more.
That's a difference, hobby mentality and hey, let me make this my only income. That's where life gets beautiful.
Yeah.
But you have to want that. You have to want your brand to be your only source of income.
Exactly.
I have a lot of clients that have like, corporate, really professional jobs that they love. And they're like, but I also just love clothing.
Yeah.
I just want to drop hats. I just want to drop shirts. Like,
hard.
And that's cool. And I very much support them. I don't talk to them like I talk to you. I'm not gonna like,
but you should. I'm not gonna lie. You should just throw your 2 cents in there. And be like, hey, if you
really try,
if you have this, you got a lot of money to throw into this to a brand. If you really want to take it serious.
Yeah, but bro, I honestly can't even like give that
or invest in me. Invest in Merch by Hobby.
Like I want to get to the point where I can look at any brand and be like, all right, these are your gaps. This is where you should put your money in, and this will blow you up. I want to get to that point. I'm not there yet. Merch by Hobby obviously is not. It only has like 300 followers at this point. It'll grow, and I'll get to the point where I can.
That's like how do you get there?
How do I get it?
How do you get to that point to look at a brand and be like, this is what you need?
Like, for example, like I have those 2 mentors. They can look at any brand and they can tell you, all right, this is where you're lacking. And I think that's the goal for me. Like the money isn't even like the number one goal.
It's hard for me to see
the goal is like to be able to literally put knowledge and wisdom into any person that has the same mentality as me.
It's hard for me to see like a few size fits all to success, and especially in clothing, especially something where trends are so unpredictable. You can't predict trends. Maybe some people can, but like I said, it's hard to be like, it's hard to take it from somebody that hasn't did it. If somebody that was like
exactly
a few multi-million-dollar businesses of clothing and they're like, look at my brand, like, hey, this, I'll be like, shh, you said it.
Right.
Go ahead. But even then, it's also like, what kind of clothing brands do you have? Are all your 3 clothing brands women brands? Because then my clothing is not women's brand. Do I really want to take your advice and what I think you think I should be? It's just hard. Like I said, I think it's hard to. It's hard. Yeah, I'm just a stubborn person. Though. I just feel like it's hard for me to take advice.
Nah, I get what you mean. What you mean. Like, for example, my mentors have a Catholic clothing brand.
And you're like, well,
yeah,
that's not my
it has nothing to do with my niche, but at the same time, they're able to, like, for example,
there's definitely things that are transferable.
Yeah, for sure. There are 5 things. All right, let me say them, and then we can talk about it. But number 1 is brand and identity. That's number 1. So number 1 core, the roots of the tree is brand identity. You got to like kind of figure out what your brand identity is. Then 2 is content. So I mean, without a doubt, I think every clothing brand needs content, good content. You can't really, that is a one size fits all.
Sure.
You got to have content because the content is the only thing that people know you buy. The only thing they see, and then it's website. You got to have an optimized website. It got to look good. Can't look, because one thing that I feel like most brands don't get sales because of is that people don't trust them. They think it's a fake spam site. So if your website does look good and it looks legit, then you're going to get 50% more conversion rate because it actually looks good. And then it goes ads and marketing. Yeah. And then it goes data retention. Data retention is the whole email and SMS stuff. That's one thing that I don't do. Do you do that?
I try.
You try?
I try. I send emails every drop, but I have a good email list, but I don't do anything to promote it anymore. I remember when I first dropped my first 2 or 3 drops, maybe I didn't. I was really big on getting my email list out there, on sending that link out, like put your email list.
Yeah.
I sent it to like so many people, and I did get a good amount. Do they all buy? No. But like I said, I did get a good amount. Sometimes I still get some emails every now and then. But yeah, I do send it out to my emails. The people that do on my email list that did make that cut when I was promoting it, they get those emails every time. They did actually just get a special discount with this last drop too. Now that I'm thinking about it, they just got an extra 25% off on this drop.
Damn, man. And you didn't raise the prices for it?
And I didn't raise the drop. Yeah, only the email got it. I didn't tell nobody about it until right now. It's over now. But yeah, go join the email list because you might get,
if you want those discounts,
you might get a discount. And that's just because I feel, like I said, those people have been there for so long. So I felt
you want to take care of them.
I had to,
like,
I feel like it's like they need something for
they deserve it. They deserve it. Yeah.
That's how I felt. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude.
But I do want to do it more because I'm not like, I don't. I just show you the image and I say, hey, discount here. I don't put too much into my emails or a slogan or like a catchphrase or like get your eye or a hook. Nah, it's here. Look at this. So I could definitely do more.
Okay, let me ask you. We'll change a little bit of direction. Like, shit. When you think about your next drop in any stage where it's like you just dropped or like 2 weeks after you dropped or a month after you dropped, like how do you wrap your head around like thinking of the next drop? Is it like, oh shit, I gotta make it? Or do you like you just like let it go and then just let I don't know if you're religious, but do you like let God give it to you? Or do you like, what do you do? How do you think about your next drop?
So when I started, I just had like, I started, I wanted really basic things. So I already had so many ideas in my head already of some basic combos I could do for my first few drops in my head. So I was like, all right, bet, like that's in my head. But then after that, I kind of do just let it come to me, God comes to me. I see something like, wow, like I should do this. Like I just get inspiration from somewhere. But sometimes, like I said, if I haven't dropped in like 3 months or something, I'm like, I need to get something out now. They're going to forget about me if I don't drop right now. Because that's just what it is. If you're not consistent with it, if you're not dropping, you can't. If we're not, I'm just not at the stage yet. I'm not big enough to not be able to drop consistently.
Right.
If I was a big enough brand, I could drop once a year. Maybe I would. Maybe I'll like I said, at some point you'll put more thought into the drops. If I have a year to think about a drop, put a lot of thought into it. But right now, it's not at that point.
Yeah, and then I think another thing is when you say one size fits all, I think consistency is a one size fits all.
You have to be consistent.
You got to be consistent, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like there are some things that not even just clothing brands, every business kind of has to follow.
Yeah,
you got to be consistent. You got to have good quality content. Yeah, those are like 2 that I can think of right off the bat.
For sure. Like, even the content though, like I said, some brands I just see like are so big. I'm like, oh my God, their content sucks. But I'm like, but then again, I can see like some people could look at my content think it sucks because then again, I don't have the fun sort of content. I'm the content. That's all I do.
Yeah.
Everything that's Captivate is me. Let that be known right now. Yeah. And my boy right here, he makes them. But anyways, so it just amazes me when I see. But I guess it's all opinion, but it just amazes me when I see things that I think are bad content or just a waste of content, and they have just so much money. It's just a big brand because it is so big, especially in today's age or social media.
But even then, I feel like they're only successful with their content because of how consistent they are.
Yeah, be consistent regardless.
I think Instagram rewards consistency. If you're posting every day, you'll get more views, you'll get more likes.
Yeah, they'll push you more.
Yeah,
for sure. Like I said, I try to post more on my story.
Yeah, I mean, we can hate on the algorithm all we want, but hey, the algorithm is for Instagram is God. We gotta follow it.
We just gotta use it. Yeah,
we just gotta use it. Like you can't. The more you just shit on the algorithm, like, oh, the algorithm sucks. It's like, yeah, but dude, your brand needs to blow up. Like your brand needs to get up. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Complain?
That's not our audience, though. That's fine. Those people are just not our audience, though. Like I said, I've had plenty of people unfollow me because I'm posting my brand or I'm posting my music, and they're like, I don't want to see that. That's not what I follow you. That's perfectly fine.
Cool.
Go ahead and follow me.
Yeah.
You have to be also understandable and willing that people don't want to see that. People don't want to follow you for that. So that's cool. But again, you're not my audience. Thank you for unfollowing me and not being my audience anymore. Because this random person from South Dakota just followed me and now I have a fan. And now we're here. So
like it's just as important for the people to unfollow you that don't fuck with you. For sure. Than for the people that fuck with you to follow you.
You don't want no fake love around.
Yeah. And when
or just people that don't support you. You don't want that.
Yeah. So it's like, I say this where it's like, it's just as important to weed out weed out your non-audience than it is to grab your audience. Like, because they're gonna like follow you and see you, and they're gonna talk bad about
time.
whatever. Like, it's you don't want you don't want people that don't fuck with you on your follower list. Like,
No benefit.
there's no benefit. So it's not bad to have low follower count in the beginning. It's like, nah, the real ones follow me, and that's all that matters.
Exactly.
It's like the whole like, I'd rather have 4 close friends than 100 fake friends. So it's like, I'd rather have 4 solid core fans of your stuff than
They actually care.
yeah.
That will send you a note like, hey, I like that your thing did this.
Yeah, like, I appreciate the shirt. Thank you so much. Like, that's what brand owners, I feel like, should go for. It's like, you want people to reach back out to you like, oh, dude, I love this shirt. It's my new favorite shirt. Like, that's the goal. Like, for me.
That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
I feel like for us, I feel like some brands really don't give about what some people say. Like they don't want you to, hey, I really liked what you did here. It felt very personal. I feel like they're like, I don't care if you like it or not. You're gonna buy it or not.
Yeah, there are some
And
brands.
sometimes it works. Sometimes,
but that's that's their audience. Their audience wants
that's
brand owner
hard to see. Like it's so hard to see. Is what, but consistent, like you said, consistency regardless.
consistent.
No matter what your audience is, they will forget about this day and age. They will forget about you if you are not consistent.
100%.
That is,
100%.
or they'll just find something new. There's always going to be something new and something better coming the next month.
Yeah,
all the time.
I'm
So
like,
it's up to you
that's another thing. Your audience doesn't owe you anything
at all.
at all.
They could have bought from you once. They could have bought from you 1,000,000 times. They don't need to buy this next one.
And for like, when you start off your brand and people are like, oh, I'm gonna buy it, and they don't buy it,
You can't be hurt by
you
it.
can't like hold that against them.
I'm hurt though. I do.
It does
I
suck.
did hold it against a few people.
It
for a
sucks.
minute.
Like, I remember for the Grinch. Remember my Grinch tee, the one I dropped for first?
You were hot.
Dude, I dropped it because so many people were like,
Like,
bro, drop this again, please. I need this for Christmas. I'm like, please drop it. I dropped it. I got 4 legit orders.
Stop getting our hopes up.
And it's like, look, I appreciate you like liking the design and wanting to buy it, but it's like, I did kind of low key drop it for you. I dropped it because, but I can't get mad about it.
Yeah,
You know,
because
it's all my fault.
Yeah, we chose to do this.
We chose to do this.
Yeah.
Like, whatever happens. But like, you know, for example, I'm a printer. So if like a person's gonna come up to me and was like, hey, I have 1,000 pieces I need printed. I've been thinking about printing them with you. And they end up not printing with me and printing with someone else. I'm not gonna be like, fuck that guy. Like, he told me he wanted to print with me. Like, it's like, nah, bro. Like,
I would.
they're their own person. Like, they're their own brand. They're their own,
Nah, yeah,
you know,
for
it's
sure.
like, I can't hate on you. Like, maybe if you were to like actually pay for it and then take it all back the next day.
Or if you were to make it and then they didn't pay it, yeah, it's different.
Yeah, that's different. Cause you're like, you're
Wasting your time.
yeah, you're wasting my time.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, we chose to be in this business. We chose to do it legitly. And if you don't do it legitly and you get fucked, that's still your fault. You know?
It's also like it's hard to do. Like people always tell me like, oh, do designs. If I had I don't have a niche. Like my fan base is or my audience. I'm sorry, not fans. You're not fans. My audience is just so spread out, so different.
Yeah.
Age group, lifestyles, so different. They buy it for different reasons. But like where was I going with this? What are we talking about?
When we talk about people telling us to drop some stuff and
Oh yeah, my designs. Like I said, if I had a niche where I could just pick one design, like oh yeah, if all my audience were Dodger fans, let me just drop a Dodger shirt and it would sell 1 million. Like I said, I would do that for the people that ask me for a Dodger shirt. But it's not that easy because I have like fans of every baseball team that follow me. Like I said, it's hard to find your niche. Like I said, for that Grinch shirt, like it's so easy to look like damn, it didn't do successful, but like that's a niche. Like you have,
that's for sure a niche.
if you were a Grinch page with 1 million followers,
Yeah.
you
Then of
would've
course
got-
that they would be
that's what
like,
I'm
oh,
saying.
it's just hard.
So I guess like I said, it's hard. So that's the thing with mine too. Like I said, mine's I drop pre-orders obviously, so I can't afford to not. And whatever I don't sell, I use with my money. I pitch in. So whatever I can't afford to not have. Yeah, I can't afford to do such a niche drop like a Dodger drop or a Laker drop because I don't have that many. Like I said, that's not my audience. I'm not out here looking for Laker fans to get to my brand. That's not my goal.
What is Captivate? Like, give me like this elevator pitch that you got.
Elevator pitch?
Yeah.
Damn, I feel like everyone practices this and I don't practice this.
You said you don't have a niche, so now I'm interested.
Yeah, I just want. Okay, so captivate means attract and hold the attention of, which is kind of just like what I wanted to do, like, or how I felt. Like I wanted to build something for the people that I guess were like me. I felt like I didn't have really a brand that spoke to me. Like I just saw hard. Like, oh, that's hard. Oh, that's hard. That's how I thought. That's how I thought about clothes. That's hard. That's hard. But nah, like I was like, I need a brand for me specifically. Like the people that like feel like I'm the shit. Like this is me.
Okay.
But I don't even know where I just want people to look. I guess I needed attention. I don't know. I guess that's what it was at the time. I needed attention from everyone. Like look at what I'm wearing. Like look what I have on. Like that's what I wanted the people.
So you want people to like stand out.
I want to stand out, yes, but also in a calm way. Though, like I said, that was my thing at the beginning. Like, I really wanted your attention from just like, because again, at the time, people were just throwing everything on a hoodie. Or throwing how many prints can I put on a sleeve? How many prints can I put on the front and back? And how many colors can I do? Let me do all of it at once. Let me do that. And for me, I'm like, maybe at one point it stood out, but it doesn't stand out anymore. Now every single shirt is doing that. That's being sold at Marshall's. Like, you don't want to sell the same shirt that they sell at Marshall's. But it's hard to say that too, because again, basic t-shirt. I'm dropping basic things. Logo on the front, logo on the back. I just want your attention.
I wouldn't say basic. I would say simple.
Like this gets my attention. For sure.
Yeah.
When I walked out right now, I'm like,
yeah. Colors pop.
This feels amazing.
I made sure to hit the red twice and the green twice so it actually popped. Hey, yeah, that's a hack.
No,
it's a hack. If you're a screen printer, hit your colors twice. And they'll actually look pop.
No, I think there was just more a reflection of me, I guess, at the time. It wasn't more like a.
Do you think you're still there?
I wanted. No, because now I kind of do think like about my audience a little more. Now I kind of do care about what people care about more. Yeah. At the time when I started, it was more just, what do I like? Like what do I want to wear? Like, yeah, what do I want to wear? But now it's more, what do you want to wear?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest, like, I don't know how to, the biggest shift in a clothing brand, where it's like the clothing brand owner started it, had no audience in the beginning, and then they started gaining audience. In the beginning, the clothing brand was for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, I think every brand does kind of start that way. Maybe it should start that way, where you're like, I want to make shirts that I want to wear. And then the audience kind of grabs on. And then you ask the audience, eventually, it's like,
that was my idea. Like, if I just want to make clothes that I know how to wear, because, oh my God, there's so many people in the world. There's so many people in the world. I guarantee something I like, somebody else likes. So, yeah, I just wanted to grab people that liked what I liked. But now I'm more thinking of a brand and less of myself. What do people want? What do you guys want? And that is, yeah, it's a shift for sure. But hard shift, because now it's like you said, I gained my audience, I built my audience, and I guess I would say my niche is like, I guess my age range right now is like 15-year-olds to like 30-year-olds is like my age range. And I get a lot of people that listen to hip hop, or that are music fans. And then I guess kind of religious people, because they see the three crosses. So like I said, I do kind of have my little things that
people can connect to,
that have built. Like I said, I didn't plan, but they have built that resonated to my brand. But like I said, I don't have a niche yet, so I don't have a specific fan base yet, and I don't think I ever want one. I don't know.
You don't think you ever want a niche?
I don't think I ever want a niche.
You just want people to fuck with it. If they fuck with it, that's it.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, because like I said, merch by Javi, you don't have a niche.
I think I do.
What's your niche?
Pop culture. Pop culture.
Yeah, I was about to say, okay, that's a niche. Yeah. So I guess that's because I'm trying to be in the pop culture too. I'm trying to be included in the names of Off a lot of cough syrup, Supreme, and stuff like that. I'm trying to be in the pop culture too. So I guess that's my little, but it's not really, not yet. Though, like I said, that's not my. I want to build to that, but that's not really my niche. Nor do I want to limit myself as to only making things that they make, because they make it already. They make it already. If I wanted that, I would go buy there from theirs.
Yeah. So it's not.
So why would I just make something to compete with the brand that I like? I'm not trying to compete with any brand that I like.
I see.
Which is my main thing. I wasn't trying to compete with anybody. I'm trying to make clothes that I like. But again, it is hard because again, you're gonna compete at some point. You want to get bigger. You got to scale up. Money and business and numbers do make a difference at some point.
Yeah.
So you got to think about the fans and think about a niche eventually for sure.
All right.
I should know.
Let's talk blanks. So I know, obviously, since the beginning, we've been printing for what, 2 years, 3 years? So you were there in my first printer.
I'll say 2022 too, as well. 2022 was right at the family and friends, and that's was you. So yeah,
so 3 years. Yeah, and since day one, you've used independent.
Like I said, I wanted it to be my staple hoodie for sure. But I don't know when I would switch or what reason I don't know what reason I would need to go to a different hoodie eventually. But like I said, right now, for the price that I want to charge for a hoodie, this is the best price hoodie and best material hoodie I could get for what I want to charge.
I think people sleep so hard on independent hoodies. They think, I mean, one thing that they sleep on is like, they just see the drawstrings, like, oh, it's not the streetwear look.
I feel it.
Like, I get it too, but dude, I have independent hoodies and they are so comfortable. Like, and they're heavy. They don't get cold. They're like the perfect everyday hoodie for anybody to wear, any age group. Even if you want to look cool or if you don't, it's still the same. Like, you can make it look cool if you want to, but I do.
Like I said, for sure.
Hey, let me grab this. This is independent, but it has the no drawstrings.
I just wasn't looking at the drawstrings when I was looking for hoodies. That wasn't a main focus on my hoodie.
The no drawstring one. I think it's the same. I think it's the same weight, same everything, but no drawstrings.
I want to see the premium hoodie. You have the premium hoodie?
The premium of that one?
No, it's
do you want to see a real premium hoodie?
No, independent premium.
Oh, okay. This one.
Because like I said, like this, I mean, this is cool, but this is a whole different fit from what I have now and what I'm going for.
There's your IMDs. There's your 4,000. That one is I believe the main. Oh, this is the extra luxury. This is the heavier weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, you took the drawstring off, or is it
Nah, there's no drawstring.
This was the only other one.
That's the Main Street Avenue hoodie.
I was looking at like a hoodie like this, but I just don't see it. Like I said, for what I want to charge, if I would have got this, I'd have to charge more.
Double, or not double, but 1.5.
I gotta charge more, and I don't. Like I said, I just don't have. My people that are buying from me are not millionaires. I'm sorry, that's not my. It's not my niche.
Like, I mean, you can definitely. This is like a canvas feel. This is like a softer, like buttery. This one is not.
I was going for more of a. I want to be comfortable with my hoodie. Comfortable, like I said, look good, look cool, not look like, oh, I just threw on a hoodie. No, like still look cool, but also feel like I just threw on a hoodie.
Yeah. It's like the perfect, like, in between for all the feelings that somebody would want to wear a hoodie for. And now it's like you can do anything with it.
And I remember when I was doing the research, I bought not every single, my fault. I bought like 5 different of the independent, different options they have, the hoodies, so that I could feel them, put them on and look at. Like I said, I saw them all, but I already knew the price that I wanted, for how it looked, how it felt on my body, how I wanted it to feel and look on my body. Drawstrings were not going to be the reason I didn't get a hoodie.
Yeah.
People always tell me how comfortable it is. Yeah, I love it. I love the independent hoodie. Independent 4,000. Go ahead, go get it.
Independent 4,000. IND 4,000 heavyweight.
You can get it with him.
I do got a wholesale license if you want one. But yeah, dude, literally this morning, I sold him an independent hoodie probably like last year, and one of my friends' cousins bought it, and he messaged her this morning and said, "I will never ever buy another hoodie." And it's funny that we're talking about this now, but this is literally this morning. Said, "I will never buy another hoodie besides from him because this is the most comfortable hoodie. The black never fades."
Come out there with me.
I got somebody else uses IND 4000. Trust me, I got you.
No,
But yeah, dude, it's I think it's like one of those perfect blanks that is like should be a staple in the whole community of streetwear.
like I said, especially starting off, like I said, price range is a big thing. Like even the time, like sometimes when I charge 60 for a hoodie, like it still hurts me to even charge 60 for a hoodie because
I know, bro. I charged $80 for there was the side pocket LA apparel, but I had to charge, dude. The blank itself is $50.
You said LA apparel, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't not charge what I charged.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only, like I said, I would have loved to get a premium hoodie and make that my staple and sell it for the same price as this one, but I can't do that. So, like I said, I put all those factors into play, and this is my staple for sure.
Yeah, it's nice.
I have used another hoodie before. I used other independent hoodies before, but
The midweights.
I've used a midway. I used a zip up. Like I said, a premium one. I use different ones, but still, I wouldn't commit to making that any of those my staples, and really, or even using those again. Like I said, I'm glad I used them for those drops.
Yeah,
that I used them. But yeah, I probably.
But even then, like I want to like connect this back to what we did what we heard earlier. It's like I wouldn't say like using. We talk about how like you have to fail to appreciate your successes. I feel like I'm not saying that your drops for the other blanks for your failures, but I'm saying like you needed to go and use those to actually appreciate what you're doing with this one.
For sure. Yeah.
Like,
I had to see them. Yeah. I had to see how they did. Not just from you, others. Just to see.
Yeah. But also like when you put it on, how you feel.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, I know how the other one feels. I like this one.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about t-shirts. What's your staple t-shirt? I know you jumped around.
I'm not gonna lie. I still don't have a staple.
You still don't got a staple,
but I'm still experimenting on t-shirts because, like I said, when I dropped Captivate, it was like I only had enough money because it's just me. It's still only me. It's just me funding the brand. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do hoodies because I'm just do one thing at a time. Just do hoodies, and that's all I wanted to do. And obviously, you can't be selling hoodies in June all the time. That'd be like, hey, it's hot outside. So obviously living in LA, they're gonna come tell you that it's hot. They want shirts, they want shorts, they want tank tops. So I tried the first one was the Gildan Hammer tee. Yeah, tried the Gildan Hammer tee first.
Oh yeah,
and then people love the
gray college. Yeah, I remember.
People love that one. Did we do the same t-shirt? Because we dropped that again. Did we use the same t-shirt?
I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, I'm gonna say
I feel like we had to.
Yeah. So you use Gildan Hammer. You use Hanes Beefy.
I think I prefer the Hanes Beefy right now, honestly.
I do too. I think it just looks cooler.
For the price point, for the look. Obviously, I feel like maybe the black may fade more compared to the other one we just the
Gildan Hammer.
But nah, overall, again the fit. Like I said, I look more of the fit and the feel of the shirt. Like I said, looks. I love looks. Like looks are. I do want you to look at me and look cool. I do want to look cool.
Yeah.
But
there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah, I'll be comfortable. And those Gildan, I feel like shrink a little bit on the
first wash
on the sleeves, and I hate when my sleeves get shorter. That is something that just upsets me as a person. Some people may not care. I've seen people that love it because they get to show their biceps off and cool. But to me, I hate it. So I already knew like the Hanes. I probably won't use the Hammer tee no more, but those Hanes ones,
I like the Hanes.
They don't want to do that. So
they do
for right now. That's how I find more. But also, again, for the price point,
you did like. I remember you liked the Made,
but it's more expensive.
It was more expensive.
That's what I was saying. For the price point that I use, the Hanes Beefy is a perfect one. If I want to, like I said, maybe if I do make a real design, put effort into a design like what you did right there, then maybe I'll probably use a more expensive T-shirt, and also the price will jump. But it is what it is. Like I said,
it means value.
More money in design, more money into the shirt. But right now, again, I'm dropping real like regular t-shirts, like my logo. You're wearing it because it's Captivate. You like 3 crosses, or you like the colors, like basic things like that.
But I do like that you put the, Captivate and the definition in the back. Like that does show
People do like that.
Your goal, your philosophy of your brand, which
That was my idea too. I wanted you to know, like, don't even ask me. Like, what does Captivate mean? Don't even ask me. It's on the back. Or just people just read it. Like I said, to me, it was, I just hadn't seen it. Or maybe I did see it. I don't know, subconsciously. Maybe I did see it. I don't know. I just hadn't seen it at the time, like a definition on the back. And I was like,
I don't think I've seen it.
oh, let's put a definition on the back. And then,
and Puff too.
Puff was like non-negotiable.
You needed it.
Yeah. That was because I don't like to say that I don't have to follow trends too much, but like I said, Puff was taking over at the time.
Yeah.
And also, like I said, I was doing a heat press, and it just didn't feel the same as obviously screen printing does. But besides that, Puff is a different feeling. Everyone loves how the Puff feels. They just want to touch it. Like that's a talking point in itself. Like I said, I want to attract and hold your attention. You're gonna come. Oh my God! Can I touch your shirt? Can I touch your chest? Yeah, they can touch my chest.
It's just,
I love it.
Because I mean, yeah, there's another thing like and mentor thing where it's branding and design. One big thing is unique selling point, and Puff is in just an obvious unique selling point.
Like it literally stands out.
Yeah, it captivates.
Tell them. I probably said it before. Probably used that before.
But yeah, and so does red. And red obviously pops, so it definitely catches your attention. But it's also, Mexico.
No, but also that too. What you said about how the independence is good. How you look good, but you also are comfortable. That's how I also feel about how some of the first drops were. Even though I am trying to get your attention, I wanted people to be comfortable first, but also I don't want them. You don't have to drop a bag to look good.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to drop a bag to feel comfortable in your clothes. You don't have to drop a bag to be to wear what all the rappers are wearing. Like I said, that's what Captivate was to me. Like you could throw on your pro club sweats and your forces and just throw on a hoodie, and now you have a fit on. Like if you got a basic black hoodie, you got no fit. You got a basic black hoodie that says Captivate and 3 crosses on the back. That's a fit right there. Go take a picture. Like I said, that's what I wanted. It just changes the whole outfit. Just drop just one piece. I want you to just look at this piece. Let me wear basic. Everything else costs $0. I'm wearing a Walmart fit. I got this $60 hoodie on. And I put that shit on, and I look good and I feel good. That's what it was.
That's the motive. I love that, dude.
Took me a second.
It took you 20, 30 minutes, but
Yeah.
But I feel most brands don't have that kind of thought too. They just think it to themselves, hey, I like this design that I made, I want people to buy it. But I appreciate that you think about comfort thing, and making a whole outfit like that. Definitely, I think you should probably mention that more in your Instagram.
But again, I also think a lot about, again, when I started my brand or what I wanted for it. It was a big thing about getting my social credibility, just getting credibility in general. But also to people, again, when I started, it was just to me. So people like me, what do I like? What's appealing to my eyes? So I know that when I see people tell me, people are gonna hate it. I'm exposing myself. I'm just a hater. I'm sorry. I'm just a hater. But I like when people give me their whole the rundown, their whole motive, and I don't want to hear that. I want to see your clothes. Show me your clothes.
Okay.
I want to see your clothes. I don't want. That's when I feel like, I don't want to. I just don't want to make myself my brand. Like I said, I just try to hide. I guess I try to hide my face from Captivate a little bit. Or when I started, I tried to hide my face from Captivate. I try to make it just look at the clothes. Just look at the clothes. The more I do this, I do want to collaborate more with myself into this. So I may, like you just said, people want to hear that. People do want to hear that.
People want to hear the story.
But when they care, like I said, I remember when I started, I didn't want to waste my time. In my head, it's a waste of time. I didn't want to put effort into making explaining myself when nobody was there. Nobody's listening. Again, I get what people do. I love it. But I feel like I was there yet. Again, maybe I am at that point where I should, or maybe I'm about to get to that point. But again, I also didn't want to just sit there and think about it and bombard people like, listen to my mission. Don't listen to my mission. Do you like my clothes or not?
No.
Are you gonna buy it? Yes or no? Let me not waste any more of your time. Go to my website, click buy now, click PayPal if you want to do payment in full, then we're good.
I mean, yeah.
But you're right. People do want to hear the mission. People, that's what drives people. A lot of people need.
Like, think about why you buy it. Yeah, think about why you. Yeah, why you buy stuff.
And that's what I'm saying. That's not what. A lot of people don't put that much thought into it. Well, I didn't. When I started buying clothes. I don't put that much thought into buying my clothes until now. Obviously, I'm cursed with knowing about clothes and can't enjoy anything.
It's a blessing and a curse.
But yeah, at the time I was just like, I didn't put that much effort, so I don't want you to put that much effort. Like, you see, like, do you like the color of the hoodie? It's 5 colors. Do you like, pick what color you want? Okay, the design's the same. White in the front, 3 crosses on the back. Which one do you like? Pick it. Okay, cool. Like, not too much thought into it. Just what would look good if everything was plain. Like I said, in my head, I'm wearing black sweats and white forces. So what kind of just throw on top that makes this outfit go from bummy to not bummy anymore? And that was my whole thing. But then again, it's hard to explain that at the time. I don't want to look bummy. At the time, like, my mission is I don't want to look bummy. I want to look cool. I didn't have that.
Yeah.
Explaining it now, and obviously even going through all like the failures and even having a brand for 2-3 years now. Now I feel like I have more of a mission. Now I feel I probably could put that together now. Yeah. Compared to when I started, I didn't really have that down.
Maybe that's what I meant when I was like, you aren't a clothing brand until you're in it for a long time. I feel like you're for a year. It's like your mission does change.
At first, yeah.
Like
at first it was for me. No, it's not.
Yeah, your first, the initial idea. And I don't think you should be like super, like, you should hold on to that beginning idea so hard, because you kind of have to it's kind of like,
you gotta grow.
It's the way I think about it. I think Merch by Hobby and Dream Street Studios are both like my kids, and they're not me. It's not my life. Yeah. So it's like, whatever they want to grow into, I'm gonna let them grow into it. Whatever Merch by Hobby wants to be, I'm gonna let it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, but the initial idea was for this, and I want this. If it's not this, then it's not my brand. It's like, fuck, dude, it's never been my brand. It's the people's brand.
It's spitting right now.
So it's like,
spitting facts right now.
Yeah, like, I feel like people should let go of their ego when it comes to their brand, because it's like, your brand was never for you to be successful. It was because you
wanted to share something with the world, because you love it, because you're passionate about it.
I feel like the success comes from when the customer puts on your shirt or your hoodie or anything that in the morning and they feel good. That's success.
Even that putting it on is success for me.
Yeah,
I don't care. Feel like put my shirt on.
However you want to feel. Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter to me.
Cool.
But like,
yeah, I get you for sure.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I get people for sure. You have to grow. You have to be willing to, and also, yeah, don't get comfortable. You have to be willing to experiment. Like, you can't just, this is my brand. As I say with me, like I said, I don't want to just be, I want to bring designs into it. I'm trying. People always say I'm trying to bring designs into it. It's a work in progress. I don't want to box myself into any, another reason why I'm trying to avoid this niche thing. I don't want to box myself into any one thing. But like I said, it's hard. I go back and forth with it for sure. I'll go back and forth with keeping the integrity of what my whole reason and purpose was for this to where I am now, because obviously I'm in 2 different points of my life, 2 different ages. Everything's just completely different than it was when I started this.
Yeah.
And so obviously, yeah, plans do change, and I guess the mission changes. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I do struggle between growing into letting it grow to letting it grow, but also shaping it, like pushing it towards playing sports, like play sports.
Exactly, because you're your dad. You're the dad, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That kid might go to the NBA though. He might not know. He might be the best in that league. But like I said, yeah, I get you for sure. That's why I do struggle between that for sure. Between keeping the integrity of how I felt in the beginning compared to how I feel now.
Because I mean, in the beginning, it's a baby. It has no direction.
For sure.
So you kind of have to take care of it like 24/7, to be honest.
For sure.
But then as it starts walking, then you're like, all right, you make your own decisions at this point. You kind of like, whatever the way that the audience kind of wants it to move, you let it move that way. And you follow this lead. But you are the captain of the ship at the end of the day. You got to think about everyone that's on your ship, and you got to think about where your destination's going, who you're going to pick up along the way. It's like they all have this like kind of say in your brain.
Now you made me think about my whole fucking yeah. But it's I do struggle with that. You're just telling me about my brain right now. You're making me think about it. I'm like, bruh, this is what I think about all the time. This is the conversations I have in my brain all the time.
This is what I think about.
So that's why it's good
24/7,
to get it out and talk about it. But yeah, for real. Because I do really want to be like, just this. But if it's not working, you got to realize at some point, like, you can only force it. You can only force your kid to do so much until they either decide this is exactly what I want to do and I'm going to do it, or it's not this. I need to do something else. Yeah. So luckily, I feel like I'm not at the point yet where I have to pick what I have to do, because I'm ready to upskill. I'm not at a point to, I'm not there yet. But
I feel like that the age of a brand has two different factors. How many years, obviously, is like one factor, but it's also how many like drops you've done.
And I feel like
growth wise, because like I've dropped 9 drops at this point, and I started in December.
9 drops in how long? What?
5 months. So it's like, sure, did I try and hyper accelerate it?
Yeah,
sure. I knew,
but you had the head start though. So it makes sense.
Yeah,
and you also had the ability. Where it wasn't like, I can't make rent this month because I chose to accelerate and do 9 drops.
Yeah,
you had the ability to have 9 drops. Like I said, it's all. Like I said, don't feel bad for your man. Hey, drop as many drops as you want. That's what I believe in. I would drop every day if I could drop every day.
Like, trust me, I think in my head, Merch by Hobby is 3 years old. Because Dreamshare Studios
is Merch by Hobby.
If it wasn't for Dreamshare Studios, Merch by Hobby would never be a thing.
And you were making yourself things back then too.
Yeah. The Grinch was never Merch by Hobby first. Grinch was Dreamshare Shop. Dreamshare Shop was the first brand. Flopped. I had four drops in that one.
4 drops?
I had a Grinch.
Why'd you say flop?
Just sold. The Grinch, honestly, the first drop I ever dropped, the Grinch, that one sold 24.
Yeah, but I'm saying why you just chose to rebrand?
I felt like it was confusing for people to be like, are you a printer or are you a clothing brand? What's up? Like, what are you trying to do? And I remember somebody told me, they were like, you should separate. And I was like,
Merch by Hobby is definitely different than Dreamshare Studios.
And they have their own personality.
Yeah.
And that's a thing. Or it's like, I didn't like choose the personality.
That's why I told you this has to be a Dream Shirt. Because this is a Dream Shirt, right?
This is Dream Shirt Podcast.
100%. This is a Dream Shirt.
Yeah. And yeah. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for him, I don't think we would have started this podcast. I remember the day you were here, I bought that chair.
This chair? You're like, I just bought the chairs.
I know. I was like, oh shit, the podcast is starting, bro.
I was like, yeah, it's real now.
I know, dude. If it wasn't for that conversation, I wouldn't have bought the chair. I wouldn't have bought these mics. Like, I don't think I would have actually.
You're like, I don't have nobody to talk to. I'm like, bro. And then you have like what? How many episodes you have out already?
I have 4. Hey, well, one's a solo podcast.
He said I have no one to talk to. He has 4 episodes already. Like I said,
I mean, yeah, I got other people lined up. I got. You'll see. One of my lineups is like, I think a lot of people are gonna want to hear it. For sure.
The person, or
the person.
Would you guys talk? Okay.
The person and what we're gonna talk about.
Okay, for sure.
Like, it's a lot of cut and sew. It's a lot of.
Bro, you gotta keep making those reels,
the little clips, shorts. I know. That's the thing, because it's like, I have to do that.
I'll be on reels all day. That's the only time I'm gonna see it. Oh,
well, there's bars right there. There's bars. I know, and that's like literally that's the reason why I watch some podcasts.
Yeah,
like when I see some like good Joe Rogan clips, I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta watch that episode. So I
you're just the guy.
It's the same thing. Yeah. It's the same thing. So I know. I gotta put it on Spotify for sure eventually. Because I want it's limiting.
That's the first thing I was gonna ask you about.
It's limiting.
Apple Music
and Apple Podcasts too. But it's I wanted to do this on YouTube first, because I was like, if I don't do it on YouTube first, I feel like I'm never gonna start. And if I try to do all 3 at the same time in the start, I feel like I'm gonna get overwhelmed. And I'm never gonna start.
Yeah, you're just testing it out. We're just trying to see.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, YouTube first. You'll probably, somebody. I'm gonna put all these episodes on Apple Music or Apple and Spotify. So
But I like YouTube for sure. I'm glad you put it on YouTube first because I want to go see it.
yeah,
I'm one of the people that sits down and watches it. I want to go see it.
yeah, because I do put like little graphics shit.
For sure.
Yeah,
They're throwing my hoodie up there right now.
yeah. I mean, it definitely show everyone's gonna see your hoodie. We talked about your hoodie, so you got to have that visual. But
put the pictures in. Let them know that they can't get it anymore because they missed out because it's only open for a week. And it's probably never going to happen again.
Yeah. Cinco de Mayo.
This is the only time Captivate has used a different color other than white on the back crosses.
It's true.
And
that goes hard, bro.
And we have 5 extra t-shirts that will be at the May 17th pop-up. That will be there, and will never be there ever again. Once they're sold, they're gone forever.
You heard it here first.
That's my little ad for the day.
All right, bro. Let's start wrapping this up.
Call it a day.
So, if you were to go back and give yourself advice, fine, let's just say, if you were to give a clothing brand owner that hasn't started yet advice, but like on some no bullshit, not like you think it's right, but like what's one thing that you actually think that you know is right that you would give to a person that hasn't started their clothing brand yet? Something that you know.
Just a tough question.
I know. I don't even know how I would answer it. But.
Something that I know will what?
Something that you know would be valuable.
I mean, so many things are valuable though.
Some things aren't or are.
Like consistency. I wish I knew that. Even though I was consistent, like I wish I knew that. I wish I was more consistent. Like I said, that time that I was only doing customs, I feel like I wasn't consistent with my brand. Even though it was still cool, but
yeah,
I feel like it wasn't consistent with my brand. But like, what would help? Like I said, that's just, everything.
Speak a little louder.
Everything is valuable, but damn, so you better have money. No, you better love this. Like I said, you have to love it. You can't.
That's the good one.
There's gonna be so many times where it doesn't make sense. Like me coming out of pocket, for how much money came out of pocket. A lot of people be like, it doesn't make sense.
No logic. It doesn't make logical common sense.
Like, why are you even dropping it? Why did you even do that? Why did you even do this? And that's because I loved it. Because I wanted to sell what I want to do. And there's some drops that make up for those drops, and it makes me feel like this is exactly why I did it. This is what makes me feel better. This is what makes me feel good. I like this. But yeah, you have to love it because there's gonna be a lot of failure.
It's be a lot of fucking like just in the dirt.
You see anything? I said it's not easy. I don't know. You have to really. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Like it. I know some people do make it look easy. Props to them. But also some people make it look easy because they don't really care about what's going on. I feel like you have to care. You have to care. But even then, yeah, take my word for nothing, because I see people that are striving and they don't care at all.
Yeah, but they care about something.
They care about something to get enough money to pay for this.
Like, if you don't love your clothing brand and you're successful, I think you have to love.
I'm talking about merch. I'm sorry. I'm just talking shit about people that they use their platform that they have to make.
Speak a little louder.
They use their platform that they have, that they've built. Like, so they're using themselves. Like, say this person, influencer, has so many followers, and now they're like, oh, I'm running low on money. Come buy my brand. That they didn't put any thought into, any effort into. No, nothing. Some people do though. Some people really do put effort into it. Some people have a good team that really does put effort into things like that.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, sure, it's like we're basing success off of money in this conversation.
Yeah.
But what I think is like to be truly successful is like being kind of like going for something you actually do love. And sure, maybe they're successful in what they're doing as an influencer. They're doing their YouTube videos and shit. And sure, they obviously do the merch for the money, of course. But it's like, for someone, I think they're doing what a successful clothing brand, in my eyes, is doing through their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
they're doing what they want to do as far as like, oh, I want to spread this message through my YouTube channel, and they're so happen to get money off the merch. But clothing brand owner that doesn't have any external other thing, for them to be truly content and happy, it's not just money, it's going towards your goal with 100%, like with 100% of your effort. And that's the fun part. And that's what I just heard from you right now. You were like, even if the job doesn't do well,
yeah, we're dropping it anyway.
We're dropping it anyway.
I'm not gonna. I already told Hobby we're dropping it. I'm not gonna go back and tell Hobby we're not dropping it. He already made the picture. He already made the mock-up. We're dropping it.
Well, you gonna waste my time? No, I'm kidding.
I already paid for the mock-up. We're here. Nah, for real. You gotta love it. That's plain and simple. But that's about anything. Yeah, you gotta be passionate about it. And you can't force passion. You can't teach passion.
Mm-mm.
Can't force someone to want to drive. You need a job. If you want a successful clothing brand, you need a job. Or you need to start off with money. You need money. It's just not easy. It's not cheap.
It's not cheap.
It's fun. It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's the funnest thing for me. Like,
there's gonna be a lot of failures.
Yeah.
But there aren't failures though. Like I said,
they're the stepping stones.
Selling, not even just because you didn't sell what you wanted to sell, is not a failure. Selling one is a win in itself, and you gotta remember that. I guess that take pride in little wins. I guess remember that at some point you didn't have a brand, and then now at some point somebody purchased an item. Even one item is a difference between having a brand and not having a brand. Somebody bought from you. Somebody spent their hard-earned money on you. So that's a win right there. And you gotta know that. Period.
You spin, bro.
I'm a rapper too.
Joshua,
my boy.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Very much. Thank you all for watching. And then stay tuned for all the other episodes. Go to his. What is it now? I don't want to.
Go to my Instagram. Go to jcap._. Go to my other Instagram, Captivate Apparel.
And then May 17th.
May 17th, we're having a pop-up. First time Captivate's going to be at a pop-up downtown LA. Go to our Instagram. You'll see the location posted soon. Back to the Basics just released today. The shot, whenever we shot this today. I don't know when you're going to release this, but
probably Monday.
Back to the Basics. Go stream it. All platforms, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, Deezer, Amazon Prime, whatever you want. We got it.
Listen. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time.